Rockin' with DJ Yungin.
Check. Yeah, man. We back, man. We here, we lit, we live, man. It's the DJ Yungin Show on Heavy Grind Radio. Shout out my sponsors, man. Pheno Beauty, Hot Blaze Promo, Truth for Life Promo, Money Life Apparel, Top Shelf Mobile Detailing, and the Dreaded Truth. Hey, man. We in here, man. Got my boy Trouble in here, man. We got another special guest in the building. Creed Hefty, what's happening, big dog?
What the hell going on, man?
Hey, man, just cooling, man. We live right here at the Laboratory Studios, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap in, man, at the Laboratory Studios, man, at Mookie Assets, man. So yeah, man, Trouble was brought your boy in here last week, man. So we back, man. Creed Hefty, man. What you got shaking, man? Where you from, man? What you got going on, man?
Hey, man, what's going on, man? It's your boy Creed Hefty, aka Mr. Pac-Man, two-time real CT in the business. I got a lot of shit going on, got a lot of shit in motion from the south side.
Okay. South side in the building. We got your boy Trouble in here, man. What's happening with you, big dog?
Right?
Yeah, man. So, how you get into the music, man? Talk to me about how you originally got into it, man. What was the inspiration, man, the motivation?
Well, shit, you know what I'm saying? I always been into the music and shit like that, but what really goddamn just made me tune in and focus on the music even more is like, you know what I'm saying, when my brother passed away and shit like that. You know what I mean? R.P. Bullet, you know what I'm saying? That's the only way, this is the only way I can communicate with my brother, let him know I'm still doing what I gotta do.
Hey, R.P. Love you, bro. Real, man. R.I.P., man. So like before the music, man, you know, like, was it any other creativity or art that you was into? Or?
I mean, shit, I used to hoop, but
Okay.
that shit played out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dig that, man. So, talk about your creative process, man. What's some of your must-haves and some of your pet peeves in the studio? Some of the things that, you know, just when you putting it together, how you get in your zone?
Well, shit, basically, like, you know what I'm saying, like, I had me some drink in the studio and shit like that. I really don't like no big crowds and shit in the studio. Like, I don't really like people in the studio for real, unless they're just like, you know what I'm saying, my brothers and shit. Like, I don't really like everybody in the studio. Cause everybody, like, when you have a whole bunch of people in the studio, a whole bunch of people saying, like, they just know what you about to do, or like, they just always got an input. Like, oh, you should do it this way, or you should do it that way. But,
yeah.
nigga, it ain't your song. Like, I already know how I want to do this song, and I know which way I'm gonna go with it. Like,
Right.
I don't need your input.
Distraction.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And then so what I do is, you know what I'm saying, depending on who the engineer is and who the producer is, like we'll go through some beats and shit like that. But for the most part, like engineers and producers, really they make their beats with how they feel, like what they feeling at that moment. So what I do is shit, I figure out the emotion that he was using on that beat, and then I tie my own emotions into it, and then that's how I make my song.
Fact, that real shit. Cause I'm producing, that's how it be. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just vent. That's how you vent sometimes. Fact, you know what I mean? So how often you record, bro?
Shit, every chance I get, really, cause I do block schedules. Like I be in the studio for like 8-10 hours.
Lock in.
I lock in.
How many songs you get done within that time frame? Like you'll say.
Man, I fuck around and get 2 mixtapes done in an hour.
Okay.
Mind you, like, the only thing I write is my hooks. That's the only thing I write.
Okay.
And then, like, I barely write that. So, any verses that you hear, it's coming from up here.
Off the top.
Off the top, every time.
So you ain't never write, like, verses and stuff? Or you just, once you get the main concept, you like, shit,
It's very rare. I ain't gonna say I never wrote no verse.
Yeah.
It's very rare that I write verses.
Yeah.
Like you will tell the difference between me just going in there and then me writing a verse. Like when I write a verse, I'm going punchline for punchline. I'm going in. I'm going straight in. It ain't nothing you can tell me. I'm going bar for bar.
That right too. That right.
But when I'm getting in the studio and I make a song, like I try to make songs like, you know what I'm saying? I feel the beat, like so I'm gonna ride the beat all the way out.
Dig that. So what's your take like on how the game is now? You know what I'm saying? You think the way the game is going compared to how it used to be is better or it's worse?
That's a good question. I feel like there's a lot of niggas out here perpetrating what they really do.
Okay.
That's what I do feel like. It ain't no, like, people confuse MCs and rappers.
Okay.
Rappers, they rap about materialistic things, like shit that they gonna do, shit that they wanna have, and like that other shit. Like MCs, they rap about like real world shit, like shit that they done been through. Like if you been on the block for like 10 plus years, you gonna rap about everything you done did on that block. Like how many niggas done got killed on that block, how many niggas you done spent on that block, like
real authentic, organic.
That real shit,
yeah,
like.
okay, dig that.
This day and time, it's filled with nothing but rappers.
Rappers.
Niggas that rap about materialistic shit.
Ain't
Like-
no MCs.
Yeah, ain't enough MC getting a lot of credit. Not enough.
So look, that leads me to another question. What's the difference between a rapper and a street nigga that rap?
A street nigga that rap, he gonna tell you what's going on right now. And a rapper is gonna tell you what he think going on.
Real shit. Real shit. Hey, that was the simplest way anybody ever answered that question. If you be tuned in to the DJ Yungin show, you know how you ask that. That real shit right there. Okay. Yeah, man. So, was it any obstacles? You know what I'm saying? And on the way to grinding, to you know, getting where you going? Talk about any obstacles you faced.
Man, the biggest obstacle I faced was the year my brother passed away. Man,
Yeah.
I started doing, I took a dramatic pause, like,
Fact.
I took a real dramatic pause, like, I'm thinking like, damn, do I even want to do this shit some more? Like, do I even want to jump back in the field again? Like,
Yeah.
but I was always making music, but I ain't putting nothing out.
Okay.
Because at that time, shit, I had to basically like recreate my sound. I had to find myself all over again. It took me about 2 years
Okay.
to recreate
Yeah.
Creed Heaven. That's why I get on the track. I do a little singing here, I do a little rapping there.
Okay.
Like you ain't gonna know how I'm gonna come on a song, and that's what always surprises people every time. You just no telling what I'm about to do.
Diverse.
Yeah, very diverse. Like I don't even classify myself as a rapper. I'm more so of an artist.
Dig that. That was up, man. Creed Hef in the building, man. Okay. Yeah, man. So we live, man, on the DJ Yungin show, man. Heavy Grind Radio, man. So check this out, man. Talk about you know, how you approach a DJ trying to break your record. Like you know, in the club, well, I know, you know, clubs with the quarantine and all that, but you know, has the quarantine affected you or not affected you?
Nah, it didn't affect me at all, really.
We came up.
I came up dramatically. Like, I came up, you feel me? I came up. I could really say like I came all the way up, like
Yeah.
all the way up. And how I present myself to DJs when I go into the club, like I'm like, hey man, like I go up to them, I say, shit, how much I gotta pay you to spin my song? You know what I'm saying? Especially like we going in there like, about to end up popping like 3 or 4 bottles.
Yeah.
I tell them like, look, the second bottle, man, play my song while they, you know what I'm saying, while they coming over here with the bottles and shit, while this shit lit. You know what I mean? And then that's really how that shit go for real. And then like shit, at the end of the night, he done played my song about 2, 3 times.
But see, it be a little bit different though, like, cause see, him and Shotterboy got like an advantage though, you feel what I'm saying, behind the scenes. Like, they don't have just anybody pushing them, like, you know.
Yeah.
I come from throwing parties and I come from, you know, doing
Yeah,
a lot of stuff.
Hey, you been quiet over there. You heard in the beginning, I was like, we got trouble with him. Like,
Yeah, see, I let them do their thing though, you know what I'm saying? But
Sure.
I feel like sometimes people really need to know that though, like it's a little different for them, you know, like 'cause a lot of stuff I'm not gonna let them go for because I already know how it go, you know. So we definitely got a bigger chance of pushing it out there in the club though. If it's, I mean, and he was talking about that push though too though, you know what I'm saying, and that pause though, you know, that pause though, like first of the week had already been dropped. You understand what I'm saying? Like we talking about years ago. You feel me?
Okay.
We talking about that machine that we got right now though. The reason why we able to pop it again though like this, and we popping it. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like,
That's
popping
all.
it.
That's all. Like that's so motherfucking old.
Yeah,
But we
matter of fact, I
treat it
got
like
it
we
queued
just
up
did
right.
it though.
I got it queued up right here, man. Y'all want to get into
I mean,
that?
you give him a
Go ahead,
snippet.
go
You give him a
ahead.
snippet. Give him a snippet. That's that first of the week, motherfucker. Right
That
there.
hard.
Yeah, that hard right there. That right there was bouncing right there. Say first of the week. Yeah, that thing that's going stupid right there. For real. So you say, how old that song was, bro?
That's all like 3 years old.
Man, 3 years old, bro.
When you're popping it like it just dropped,
Yeah.
right?
Like that shit really like 3 years old.
That just show you how talented it is though. Like,
Hey, who produced that? You still?
My nigga Hakeem.
Okay.
Hakeem, he produced that right there. Like, he a major producer. That's my go-to, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That what's up. That what's up, man. Yeah, man. We live in here, man. We got the boy Cree Hefner in the building, man. That was just that first of the week, man. Don't forget where you heard it first, man. Live right here on Heavy Grind Radio, man. It's the DJ Yungin show. So, Cree Hefner, man. Talk about the grind, man, and you know, out here, you know, like you said, you know, it's good you got management, you know what I'm saying? It's good you got representation, you know what I'm saying? So I know you don't really have to like deal with like no drinking promoters and all that, you know what I mean? So
Nah.
so talk about, man, you know, how you move, man, how you know, trying to reach your audience and how you market.
Basically, like, the difference between me and like other artists is that I got the upper hand. I got really the upper hand. I got two now. So if you can't get to one, you gotta get to the other. And before I make any move, they gotta call it. I don't do nothing. I don't do shit. Like, everything gotta go through them. Like, we just got asked to go do some shit just now before we, like, while we was back there. Like, somebody hit me up. They were like, hey man, I want you to come, such and such. I was like, all right, cool. Gotta hit my managers up. Like, I ain't doing no more talking with nobody. Like, I done did my footwork, I done did my groundwork, like, I done did all that.
Fair. Okay. That was what's up,
all
man.
he gotta do is show up for it.
Yeah, that's really all I gotta do. I gotta show up and do what,
Be on time.
yeah, do what I'm getting paid to do. Like, that's all I gotta do. Like, it ain't gon', and there's no feeling. Like, every time I pull up, we steal the whole show. Like, every time we pull up, whether it's me and Shoutable, whether it's just Shoutable, like, we pulling up, we taking the show, and goddamn, we taking the crowd with us. That's just how it go. That's been every show.
I be having them both out there too, like even if it's just one show though, like you know what I'm saying, like the way we support each other out there, it just looks good as a unit, you know. So it's really a different advantage, you know what I'm saying? Because when we be out there, like he got two managers, Shotterbuck got two managers, so you got 4 managers out there doing their thing, work. You feel what I'm saying? Cameras on us, security with us, everybody just looking good out there in the unit, you know. And then it's like the way the songs get played and dropping the song, like everybody know each other's songs word for word, you know. And I got this thing where I be making them get the crowd hype where like as soon as the song end, like I be wanting them to keep rapping every time, like you know what I'm saying, build it into their head, rap these lyrics, let them know, you know what I'm saying, like we're gonna acapella it every time, whether we do it before the song come on or after, like you gonna acapella the song so these folks know the words.
That's every show. Like, every show. And we get so much love, that shit just be crazy as fuck.
I swear by the time the DJ done run it back by like 2-3 times, like them folks know the words. Everybody be in there talking about some Pat just touched down, pussy that boy at the first of the week. Like,
Yeah.
they know that. They know that. They get aggressive. They be in the club saying it aggressively.
And then I ain't even gonna cap. I'm gonna get on the mic and I'm gonna pop my shit. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna call out wannabe trappers. I'm gonna call out real trappers. I'm calling everybody out. Like,
Yeah.
if you really out here moving that shit, how you moving that shit? Well, yeah, everybody know it coming on the first of the week now.
You feel it though.
I'm letting you know it's gonna come on the first of the week. Like, you gotta get it in and get it out of there.
Facts. Trying to tell you.
You gotta get it in and get it out.
Real nigga shit though. Yeah, man.
And that show you gotta come out and pop out with just so you can just
Like,
see the
it's
thrill
a
of
fucking,
it. The way we walk up,
it's a movie, man.
when we
It's
walk up,
like
walk
it.
in, everything it's love.
It's a fucking movie,
Love,
man.
like
You know, we like, I'm with it,
you
man.
feel me?
You know what I'm saying? We live right here, man, you know. So, yeah, man, gonna set it up. So, yeah, man, I got the next record queued up, man. It's, QT Part 2.
Alright, so look, let me get into this one right quick.
Yeah.
Alright, so look. I got the original Quarantine Flow. It's out right now. It's on Spotify, it's on iTunes. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, all my every QT that I'm finna drop, Quarantine Flow 1, 2, and 3, they all freestyles. From the hook to the verse, they all freestyles. Like, I'm punching in. So I'm going in non-stop. And I ain't even gonna cap. Quarantine Flow 2 is way harder than the first one.
Okay.
So when I drop 2418 Reloaded, which is on December 31st,
Okay.
Quarantine Flow 2 and 3 gonna be on that motherfucker.
Dig that, man. Go on and introduce that thing, man. Live on Heavy Grind Radio.
Alright, man, what's going on, man? It's your boy Creek Heaven, aka Mr. Pat-Man 2 times. Man, here kicking shit with DJ Yungin, man. This is an exclusive sneak peek of Quarantine Flow 2, man. Run that shit. Oh, yeah. We gon' push this button, we gon' go down.
No kidding.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. We back, man. Quarantine Part 2, huh?
Yes, sir.
Dig that, man. We got Creek Health in the building. Hey, man, tell them where they can follow you at on the ground, man.
Hey, man, follow me at only one Creek Hefner, only with the number one Creek Hefner. You spell that Hefner with 2 F's, not one, N-E-R. Please don't get that shit confused.
Okay. Yeah, man. So how long you say you been taking it serious?
That's a good question. I'm
Like,
gonna say,
serious.
like, serious, like,
Facts.
I'm on the ass serious.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, about 2 years.
Say about 2 years strong, nigga. Just been
2
going
years strong,
crazy.
man. I've been on the ass with it.
Okay.
I've been on the ass.
So you in the past 2 years, you say you done put out what? How many records?
Be honest with you, I had put out 3, 2 mixtapes in the album. And then when I moved home back from Florida, I stripped all that shit out the internet.
Okay. So you're originally from Florida?
Hell no.
Oh, okay.
Hell no. No disrespect to Florida. Hell no.
You said back home, so I was thinking, you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Back
my
here.
home, yeah.
Okay.
Atlanta, Southside.
Say less.
On that.
Alright, dude. You
Like,
know. Hey.
no, I spent 5 years in Florida, goddamn, like, just cause, like, I was in school out there.
Okay.
And what I did was, goddamn, I was in college out there before I had dropped out and shit like that. That shit, goddamn.
What
just
you was in
became
school
the
for?
birds. Shit, I was in school for goddamn criminal justice and psychology and some shit like that. I just picked up a little.
Yeah, niggas is smart though.
Yeah. I picked up, you know what I'm saying, like 2 bachelor's degrees, one in criminal justice and one in psychology, like. But shit, I left that motherfucker cause shit, I had my first child, my son,
Okay.
and he's named after my brother, like.
Okay.
He named after my brother, Christopher Jamal. So once I was having him, I was like, shit, man. I ain't gonna let my son sit here and goddamn go through the same shit that I done went through and shit like that.
Fact.
So I just took basketball out of the picture now. So shit, why not just put my all into these verses? Like, why not put my all into these songs? Like, and let these folks hear me. Let these folks feel where I'm coming from. Like, let's see who all can relate to recruit help, and you'll be surprised. Like, and that's when I use my school as my platform. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got motherfuckers from everywhere
Right.
and shit like that. So that's exactly what I did, and I'm known out there in Daytona, known in Miami, known in Orlando, somewhat Tampa, Fort Lauderdale. Like I just used that whole little platform. You know what I'm saying? I got some folks out there in Washington D.C. You know, and of course my hometown. So that's how I got to go. Yeah, I've been grinding, like been grinding. And then when I came home and I introduced Atlanta Tifa's, aka First of the Week. Man, nigga was trying to manage me. Goddamn, 3 days later.
Right.
Nigga was coming to me with distribution deals and all type of shit. Like literally, like 3 days later. Like I performed that song one time on Old National Knockout Bar Lounge. Shout out to X Money now. Like niggas was at my throat. Like, bro, let me offer. Like I got this for you. This, that, and third and shit. But once I sent it over to my managers, and then they sent it over to their lawyers, and I sent it over to one of my personal lawyers and shit like that. A lot of them contracts and deals and shit with Fugazi, like there was a whole bunch of 360 shit.
Mm-hmm. They had that catch you too.
Yeah,
Catch you slipping with that 360 more. Yeah, that ain't it either.
They think I'm just some regular nigga out here. Like I've been doing this shit. Like
Yeah.
I've been doing the music, but it's always a plus when you got people that really know the industry. It's gonna always be a plus. Like both of my managers, they know the industry. They know people in the industry. They've been involved in this shit like way more than I have. So when you present me with something, please let that shit be correct. Cause once I send it over to who I send it over to, and they give me that thumbs down or they send that laughing emoji, I'm just gonna text you and be like, bro, that's not it.
Facts. Yeah, we ain't doing no bad business, man. You know what I mean? For real, man. But yeah, man, keep hefting in the building, man. What advice, man, you got for anybody who up and coming, man, anything like that?
Simple. Don't stop. I don't give a fuck what you face with. I don't give a fuck how people look at you. I don't give a fuck how much you being criticized. I don't give a fuck how many people don't fuck with you. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with you if you don't believe in yourself.
Facts.
Like, and that's what, like, my manager, they had to get me in tune with that shit. They were like, bro, your music hard, but ain't nobody gonna fuck with you, bro, if you don't fuck with yourself. Like, if you don't put that shit on and display that shit like how we displaying that shit, ain't nobody gonna fuck with you. You gonna be just another regular nigga, like,
Facts.
that's out here trying to do music. Like, I do music for real. Like, I do this shit. Like, it ain't no facade, no gimmick. Like, I do this.
Yeah, right too. Hey, what's
But
up, man?
you gotta believe in yourself. Like, if you don't believe in yourself, nigga, nobody else will. So don't stop. Like, I go back to this same quote, man. Jay-Z ain't popped until he was 26. I'm 26, and I'm about to pop. It ain't how long. It ain't about when you did it or when you started. It's about what's going on at their present time. Like right now, like somebody believed in Jay-Z, and he blew up. Somebody, the same opportunity gonna be presented to me, and I'm gonna blow the fuck up.
That's what it do, man. Stay focused, man. Stay at it, man. You know what I'm saying? But it sounds like he got his head on straight, man. He about his business, man. Music sound good, man. Y'all tap in, man. You know what I'm talking about? Right here on the DJ Yungin show, man. Heavy Grind Radio, man. Yeah, man. Trouble, man, been kicking back in the cut, man. You know. You don't want to elaborate, man, on the, you know, what you got going on, man. Cause you be moving and shaking in the city, man. I see you got your artists, man. And
I be having my hands in a lot going on for real, but shoot, how everything just came together though, to be honest with you, it came together like naturally, like, cause you know, like I said, like, it's just not like nobody I met off of Instagram, you know, like this was like my family, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right, too.
Well, his brother was my best friend, you know what I'm saying? Like, we did everything together. We're talking about cut rallies, handshake, dances, all that at the games, everything. You know, we had chants and everything. Like, so when he passed, it took a toll on me too. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want to throw no parties. I didn't want to do nothing. I felt like everybody was just behind away from me. You know what I'm saying? Like, even this year, like people done sat back and watched me lose 12 people this year. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, this year been rough, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like we talking about 12 people, like man, like I'm 12 people from this Instagram, like there's 12 people. Like, I I interacted with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so like, every day be a struggle for me for real. You feel me? Every day something reminds somebody that I lost. Like out of the 27 years that I've been on this earth, I probably done lost over 26 people. You understand what I'm saying?
Boy, I ain't even gonna cap
Yeah, on life real, but I know.
I got over 10 people in jail right now. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got 2 partners doing life.
Like,
You understand what I'm saying? Like, so every day the pain is for real with me. You feel me? And then I'm the type of person that my account that like I take everybody's problem and put them on my shoulder. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody's problem become my problems. Everybody's beef become my beef. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to answer the trouble at the end of the day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it ain't on no big man stuff. It's just like I just want to make sure everything gonna get handled right. You feel me? Like whether it's street stuff, whether it's business stuff, like I want to make sure everything gonna be handled right. I want to make sure every loose end gonna be tied at the end. I don't want nothing to come back on nobody around us. You feel what I'm saying?
Type shit.
So it's just like how I be moving out here is like, you know, I want everybody to move just strategic. You know what I'm saying? Like just think. You know what I'm saying? Really think before we go out here and do something. Whether I'm not there or not, like just think like, man, trouble was here. Like he know we wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? So like, even when it comes down to my grill business, it's the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like with quarantine, like you know, 'cause they had it closed down and everything. So like,
yeah, talk about that,
so,
man.
you know what I'm saying?
So,
it really was better for me because it got to pick and choose who I wanted to work with for real. So it was like, you know, but I already like to be out there interacting anyway. That's why I got the whole mobile grill going on. Like I'd rather be out there in the streets touching in with my people. You know what I'm saying? Going to where they feel comfortable versus coming to my shop. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd rather go and really kick it with them. You know what I'm saying? Like I know people like to be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Within their own home too. You know what I'm saying? Everybody like to feel like they somebody too. Like, well, my jeweler finna pull up. That's how they like to talk too. My jeweler finna pull up on me. They like that. You know what I'm saying? Look how you smell it. You like that. You know what I'm saying? So they like that. You know what I'm saying? But like that's what stands me out from a lot of people because it's like they go to another jewelry place and they'll be like, all sales is final. No, it's not like that. When like, you can come back and upgrade your gold with me. You can come back and add teeth with me. You can come back and put diamonds in your girl. Like I'm giving you real gold. You understand what I'm saying? Like I'm not giving you nothing flu. I'm not giving you nothing fake. When you gotta question it, like everything is real, authentic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just been doing a lot of things for a long time. Though, like,
hey man, what's up, man? What's trouble in the building, man? Yeah, man. I appreciate y'all for coming through, man. DJ Yungin show, man. Heavy Grind Radio,
we
man.
appreciate you, man. Yet again, man. You know, we're gonna spin the block again, though.
Hey man, you know we here, man. We lit, we live, man. Y'all tap in, man. So one more time, man. Y'all tell them where they can follow y'all out, man. Give y'all shout outs, man.
yeah, man, Sport Creed Hilton, aka Mr. Pat, man, 2-time real CTM business, man. Follow me on Instagram, man. Only one, the number one, Creed Hilton, spelled with 2 F's, N-E-R. And don't you ever forget that shit.
You did. It's your boy, I Am Trouble Celebrity Grill. Make sure you can follow me on everything. I Am Trouble. That's TRXUBLE. Once again, that's TRXUBLE. You did.
Hey man, y'all give a shout out one time for X Squad DJs and Heavy Grind Radio.
Shout out to X Squad, Heavy Grind. Y'all know what's going on, man. Tap in with them.
Facts. Yeah, man. I appreciate y'all stopping through, man. Trouble, Free Health, we in the building. DJ Yungin Show, Heavy Grind Radio. Let's go.
First of the week.